You know. But we can move on to the fourth point here.
Number 4. Men like to chase. One of the biggest lies I think.
I don't even chase my liquor.
Good men
I don't like to run.
Like to chase after women. Now, there is a distinct difference between a girl who's playing hard to get and or using her best judgment to kind of pace physical intimacy in a new courting relationship. A woman has a lot of power in the beginning of a relationship to control the pace of how things are going, especially from a physical standpoint. As long as the man feels that there is reciprocation happening, that there is a back and forth, that he knows that you're interested, he's not going to get breadcrumbs. He's not going to be okay with that, but he also doesn't want to chase. But there's a lot of women who are taught to play games, taught to not respond, for many hours, to be out and about, to act like they're not interested, because men only like, a challenge. And once they get that challenge, they feel like, the chase is over. But emotionally unavailable does not equate to high value. So a man will only try so hard. A man will only give so much before he says, you know what, I'm done with this. She's not giving to me what I want, or she's just probably entertaining 5 other guys. So, you'll like lose him because he won't chase. If a woman is really smart about dating and knows, who she is, she's going to initiate text messages. She's going to initiate interactions, probably, let's say 30% of the time, and then let him take the lead the rest of the time. But the guy's not going to stick around if there is zero interest from a girl. Men have self-esteem and self-worth issues just like women do. But we expect them to be these, almighty pursuers and chasers and to pass every shit test. We expect them to cross over this barrier and come after us. But that's just not how things work. That's just not the case with good men. And especially men who have other options, they'll definitely will only put up with that for so long, or they'll hit it and quit it because it's way too much of a game, and another girl is probably going to be willing to give him a little reciprocation. All right, number 5.
Probably not. You're still probably going to meet the same woman over and over again because it seems like all the women is the same now.
But she's making some really good points on that one. And men don't chase. I think that needs some clarification. I think a really good man won't chase. Other males will.
Those are called betas.
Beta males, and then look at the guys that players, right?
Yeah, cuckolds.
Yeah.
They love the chase. I agree with that very much so, because it's not even about chasing. It's I don't want to bug you, because if I genuinely like you, the last thing I want to do is bug you when you're busy doing something, or try to interject or try to invite myself
it is the last
over
thing
to something. You know what I mean? And it's so that might be another reason why men don't really text back as much, is because they don't want to bug, or they don't want to invite themselves. If the woman that they're trying to establish a relationship with doesn't invite them. Yeah. So, and then on the same point is, if you don't hang out with me, or don't want to respond, or don't want to do nothing, why I'm not gonna chase you. You're gonna show me how if you're interested in me, you're gonna show me. And this goes back to one of the main talking points that I really like to hit on all the time is, if women got so many options through all these dating apps and everything now, and you gotta be there in the talking stages, And if you can't be there for the talking stages, why would I think you're going to be there when we're dating?
Yeah. If you're entertaining other guys and stuff I've made this on my side of it. I've made this mistake more than once now, where you go on the dating apps and you finally get a few of them talking, and it's like, okay, I got 3 or 4 I'm talking to right now, but then I find one I actually like, and I'll pause and I'll go to the other ones. Okay, I found someone I like. I want to give her a chance. I want to focus on them. And I just, dismiss them, and I'm not ghosting them. I'm doing a polite thing. And usually really cool with that.
Because we're honest freaking men,
And then when I focus on the one and it doesn't work out, I'm like, fuck. But it's just a matter of, because women, I don't think will do that. I think women will keep playing and keep playing and keep playing. And
until they're absolutely certain that this is the one, and life isn't a certainty.
Maybe it's a better method, but I don't agree with it. I mean, just kind of tired of the fucking dating thing. It's just want to find a decent woman, a decent woman to spend your time with. But there's a difference between playing games and having game, and I think that's something that people really confuse, and it's probably just a semantics thing where we're just English and language sucks. Just we're mixing words up. We use the same word and we mean different things. So people are like, I don't like playing games, and then it's like, well, you don't have game. I'm like, well, having game is how you can interact with women.
Yeah.
How you interact with women, how you keep their attention, how you can work with them. It's not
making
playing
jokes,
games.
making them smile.
Playing games is like, well, okay, she took an hour to text me, I'm going to wait an hour to text back. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, and it's like, there's a little bit of that maybe, and maybe for texting throughout the workday, it's like you're busy, whatever. That's just natural, it happens. Texting is not a good form of communication. I don't like it. You really have something important to say, call me. If you have something even more important to say, we'll show up in person.
I might actually be retarded because I do not understand that mental thought process of, well, it took an hour to text back, so I'm going to wait an hour. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Why that would even be in somebody's head.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, no, if you want to text her or if she wants to text you, like, text.
Because it's
like,
playing
say
games,
hi, say what's
and
up.
people are always trying to figure out what's going on the other side.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's not playing games.
But if you're honest, like what I just talked about, like if you're honest during the talking stages before you're even dating and stuff, you know, and you go to the, you know, maybe you do talk to a few other women and you go, hey, I found what I like. I want to entertain this. I want to see where this one goes. This woman's amazing. I really want to start something. I don't think there's one woman in today's society that would follow that kind of path. They're always going to have options available until they know that that's the one, because, you know, having that in your back pocket.
And another one to her point was, you know, you often hear, where are all the good men at? Where are all the good men at? Well, they're the ones that weren't bugging you.
Yeah.
And you stopped entertaining them and you went
They're the
on to
ones that
somebody
got
else.
you flowers, and
Yeah.
then you thought about it and you went ick, and then stopped talking to him. You know?
Yeah, it's not a game to win. It's like, oh, I got flowers and I got his full attention now. It's like, I won. Now I can just move on to something else, and that's not healthy.
Women are very impatient, I believe, in today's society.
Yeah.
You know, if you meet an impatient man, I think that he just doesn't have the skill sets that dictate whether you can be a good person or not. You know, because
that's
having
emotional
patience
regulation
is
too, right?
important. You know, and if I'm talking with a woman for a while, and we start going on dates and such, you know, and she goes, well, I got to do this. That's no problem, baby. Do that. I want you to have your life. You know, I will be patient with you till you're ready, and then we can go out to Coney Island, get some food, or go to the park.
Take care of your business. Come back when you
kayaking, or, you know, explore the world. Whatever shall be there. So,
you know what? That's also like acknowledging a strong female, right? And like, you go take care of your business. You do what you got to do, and then when you have time to focus on it, when we have time to focus on each other, then we do that.
So I don't think women are as patient in today's world, to where if a guy's got something going on, and then it's like, well, then she's just going to start talking to this other guy.
I think,
you know, a day later.
Patience in general is a short supply, right, for both men and women, but I think more so with women.
Yeah.
And I don't know, because I think women deal with an emotional-based system, where men deal with a bit more logic.
Yeah.
And when women deal with an emotional-based system, they make a decision based on how they feel. And yet, we have to understand, women's brains feel differently throughout the month.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It goes with their cycle, and there's nothing against it, but it's just how they act.
Menstrual.
We have to understand this. You know, it's like, it's one of the things that help you navigate the world is this understanding. So
but that's it. Like if you spill some milk and you can't laugh about it, instead you fucking throw a fit. You know, then you have poor emotional management skills, and I know that was like number 2 or something.
Yeah.
But that kind of relates to this one that we're talking about now.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Well, do you want to get another beer and we'll continue from here?
Yeah. Let's get another beer. Stay tuned.